Hello guys and welcome to the channel. So today I'm going to be sharing the video of how I passed my 5k prop firm challenge, and I'll also be doing my first profit withdrawal, and that's a big deal for me because I have been unprofitable for 4 years. Now I just want to make a disclaimer: this channel will never be about like sharing money figures and how I made XYZ in 5 minutes. No, I'm just doing this for my own motivation purposes and also for my own records, and because this is a big deal, for somebody who has never really withdrawn from the forex market like properly. Like, this is a big deal for me. So I know maybe you might think like the amount might be little or whatever, but I'm just starting and this is really nice for me. So anyway, this is the 5k challenge. This was the what's it called, this was the demo. Well, yeah, the demo, so the one that I had to pass. And you can see that I started on 22nd of May 2025. Yeah, so this was the overall amount, which was 500, because the 10%, that was the requirement. And the number of trades that I took were 12, though it wasn't exactly 12, it was less than 12. We'll see. I think my win rate, they say it was 75%. Best trade was 3% here at 150, and average loss was 50, so that was 1%. I don't know what average profit means. Well, yeah, I guess it's the average of the profits, I don't know. But anyway, this was June. So as much as I took the trade, I took my account in May, I did not have really good setup, so I waited until June. And June 17th, that's when I had my first trade, which I lost. 23rd again, which was lost, so one trade in that week, one trade in that week. And then now, so June, basically I was not profitable. I only had 2 trades that month. So I'm really trying with my patience and not trying to really overtrade. And then in July, that's when I started seeing profits, and I think that's actually when I passed the prop firm, because this is July here, and I had a trade the first week of July. I had one trade here. This was here, I think it was an accidental press or something, so that also contributed to why it was saying like the 12 trades, but I actually took less than. I also took one here, which was a 3%. It was a win here at 3%. This week here, I did not have any trade. I'm not sure what happened here, but you can see it's 0-0, so probably did press something on my MT5, but it wasn't like a trade that I was looking to take. So that's why I guess it was also amounting to the 12 trades. And then the last trade here was a 3%, and then I closed it off again because it was like a trade that I had to almost do again because of I was holding it overnight. Now, just to look at my trading log, this is how I do my trading logs. I'm going to make maybe another video on how I properly record my trades, but this is basically my trades. And you can see here that my trades were, total number of trades was from this yellow highlight, which is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So I had a total of 7 trades, and one was break even, and then I had 2 losses. And you can see here that how I usually record: I write the date, I write the day, I write the time that I took the trade, which is very important for me because I don't trade past 7 p.m. East African time. If it was a buy or sell, the stop loss, lot size, psychology, so how am I feeling? Usually I have this drop down. So if I'm feeling confident, risky, satisfied, ish. So you can see the first one that I took, that was a loss. I was satisfied, but it was a loss, which is fine. And I usually attach my images as well, and I write like what was the percentage return and also the time held. This is also for me to just know, just for my own psychology, to know that there's some trades that you can hold for a long period of time, and there's some that will take a short amount. So I think the shortest I ever held was 3 hours, and I was ish about this one, but it ended up being a win. Let's see how it looks like. So I remember this one. I remember this one. Yes, it was a pullback, and then I started seeing weakening signs, and then I took this sell. This was not a very quality setup when I look at it, because this move could have had easily like continued retracing upwards. But I think I used the dollar for confluence, the dollar index, and because the dollar index had broken out and it was giving me bullish signs, that's why I took it. So that's why for me, I usually use the dollar a lot. That's my correlation pair. I use it to see what's happening. And yeah, so this one, the 2%, the 3% was this one. Let's see how this one looked. Yeah, this was a nice one. I remember this one because we had like a double top situation here, and it ended up breaking, and we also had a 4-hour and a 1-hour candle that was confirming. So anyway, I'm not going to get into it so much because that's like the challenge. I'm really glad I passed it, because you can see I took it in May, so I took 2 months to pass it, and it was only in July when I started getting these good trades. So it was like June was just losses. So you can see 2 losses with a total of 7 trades. So I think 5 out of 7 trades were winners. So I'm pretty happy, because passing a prop firm is not easy, especially because I lost 2 accounts of mine. So anyway, now let's go into now my real account, the funded one that I'm doing at the moment. So here so far I have a current 7 trades in total as per when I got my prop firm, and I got my prop firm on the 14th of August 2025. That's when I got my prop firm. So I was really happy when I got the certificate. I think it's somewhere there. Total of 7 trades so far. I have a win rate of 71.3%. Let's see what was happening here. So this was August, so let me go back to the month. So August, I had 2 trades. That's what I'm seeing here. So 2 trades, and this one here, I think this one was a slight mistake. So you can see on 19th of August. So I had a trade there on 19th, 21st, 2% each, and then here I had like a, what is this, a 0.5%. I'm not really sure why I took this trade, but I think this is the trade that hits my break-even stop loss. I think I made a video about that. There's a time I moved my stop loss slightly below like the actual entry point, and price came and tapped it and it took me out, but it was actually a winning trade. Now then the next day I did not end up taking a quality trade, because I thought that this move here that hit my break even or whatever, I thought it would continue, but it didn't, and I had to end up adjusting my stop loss to 1.5, which I do not recommend. I'm still learning, but I moved my stop loss so that it could accommodate like any movements around like the resistance level, and you can see it ended up being a loss. So one lesson that I learned from this trade is that I'll never be moving my stop loss. If it's that 1%, it'll just be 1%. And also this happened because my entry wasn't good. Okay guys, so I had to come back another day because I wanted to withdraw that same day, but unfortunately I wasn't able to, because the prop firm that I'm using has the consistency rule, the 40% best day rule, blah 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 blah. So just previously, that was the month of September, that I had this 1% sort of profit here on the 15th, and then I lost 1% here on the 24th of September. So last September I only had 2 trades, guys. The whole month, hey, I only had two trades, so I closed at 0%, so no profit at all that month. So today is the 1st of October, and this 1st of October I have just made a 2%. I've just made a 2% profit. Sorry, let me move it. Yes, so I've just made a 2% profit, and 2% of $5,000, which is my capital on the prop firm, is $100. And the trade that I took was this one here. Sorry, my charts are a bit messy, but I did make an analysis video. I took this sort of trade here. I was waiting for the break and retest, retracement of this level, and it ended up being a win. I think my stop loss was just below. So it ended up closing really nicely. I think there was some news or something that affected this. I was just waiting for a break and retest, almost similar thing that happened here and also here. So you can see the chart usually has these repetitive moves, and that's what I was looking for. I got confirmation on the 4-hour, ended up taking it, and luckily, well, I don't know if it's luckily or what, just the markets, it ended up pushing upwards, and now I'm going to be waiting for some sells around this level here. I don't know if I'll wait for another pullback, but anyway. Also, another thing that I wanted to mention over here, so this is that consistency rule that I'm talking about. So it has to be like below 40%. I don't know if it's 40 or 40%. I'm still going to research, and I'll probably make a video about this, but basically it wants you, for example, if I was making $100 profit, I need to do that times 2.5, and then that will give me like the amount that I need to reach, which is $250 for me to be able to withdraw. And I also like contacted what's it called, the customer support, and you can see here that this person broke it down quite well for me, so I was able to understand. To comply with this rule, you need to look at the best trading day where you made the most profit and then multiply that by 2.5, which is the minimum amount you would need for the account to comply with that rule. So for example, if your best trading day was 100.40, you can calculate 100.40 times 2.5, which equals to $251. So yeah, that would mean you need a minimum of 251 profit in your account while keeping the best day at $100. So basically, it's basically telling me not to risk more than 2%, because, and I think that's quite restrictive, because I do have some setups that can give me 3%. So that's frustrating. I think I'm going to be doing like another challenge where I just do the one that has 2 steps, and hopefully that doesn't have it. Anyway, let's try and go to this payout and see how this goes. So you can see my little 2 certificates there. So let's see how this goes. We're going to be doing this together. So I'm going to be requesting for a payout. There it goes, and then my login is that one. So for here, for the amount to withdraw, it should be 20% of $250. So I'm just going to use my phone. I'm going to calculate that. So I'm going to be doing 20 divided by 100 times 250, which is 50. So I'll need to be with, I'm able to withdraw $200. And reason, I don't know why they're asking for the reason, but I have just made I've just made my first profits and would like to withdraw a profits, and I would like to withdraw. So anyway, with this account, I linked it to my bank. It also took quite some time for it to confirm the KYC or whatever. It took quite a long period to confirm, because you also need to confirm your bank details. Please note, all open trades on this account will be closed. If any, the account will be disabled until your request is reviewed. So I don't have any running trades as per right now. It says here, woohoo, payout requested successfully. So I don't know if it's that easy to withdraw. So I've just seen that when you go to payout and achievements, it has this invoice situation here, and I can see it has a certificate. So let's see what it says. It's the same one. So this is like an invoice that it's generated, and you can see here it says the description is 80% payable, and that's the performance fee. So I think for anybody who wants to withdraw, I think what they will do is that 20% will automatically be deducted from your account. So yeah, anyway, that is it, guys. I know this might not mean much to a lot of people, but it is to me, and I'm super grateful, because it has been a long time coming. I've not had any proper withdrawals in the market for a long time, so I'm super grateful. Now the goal is to just scale up my capital, because 5% of $5,000 might not be a lot, but I think the more you continue increasing your capital, that would be some good amounts. Even if I can do 5 to 10% a month, that's quite okay to me. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. All the best in your proper withdrawal. If it's your first time, I will be sure to let you guys know on whether the amount has reached or not. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.